Once considered a hateful invasive species, the red swamp crayfish was once a real nightmare for Chinese farmers for many decades. They plowed through rice fields, burrowed in collapsed dikes, destroyed crops, and seriously threatened the balance of the agricultural ecosystem. However, instead of choosing to eradicate it completely, the Chinese made a much bolder decision. With flexible thinking and creativity, they no longer saw the crayfish as an enemy, but turned this once-hated creature into a driver of economic growth. From an alien species shunned by all, the crayfish gradually became the center of the aquaculture industry. Today, China controls 90 to 97% of global crayfish production, providing livelihoods for over 5 million rural workers, generating tens of billions of dollars annually, and turning this dish into a national culinary icon. So what happened? How could an invasive species once seen as a disaster become the foundation of a multi-billion-dollar industry? In today's video, we will explore how the Chinese transformed a field-destroying pest into a true economic empire. The red swamp crayfish, originally from North America, particularly the southern United States. This freshwater crustacean was introduced to China in the 1920s, initially via Japan, and quickly became part of the local ecosystem. Initially, they were considered an invasive species due to their strong adaptability, rapid reproduction, and potential harm to the natural environment. However, instead of eliminating them, China chose a smart exploitation approach, turning this species into a massive industry with superior economic benefits. Today, crayfish are not only a favorite food of millions, but also a driver of rural development, job creation, and contribution to national food security. The explosion of the crayfish farming industry in China began in the 2000s, when domestic consumption demand surged due to the popularity of traditional dishes like Hunan-style spicy steamed crayfish or Sichuan-style stir-fried spicy crayfish. To date, China has become the world's largest producer and consumer of crayfish, accounting for 90 to 97% of global output. According to the latest 2024 data, the farming area reached about 30.5 million mu, equivalent to over 2 million hectares, mainly concentrated in central and southeastern provinces such as Hubei, Anhui, Hunan, Jiangsu, and Jiangxi. Annual production exceeded 3.4 million tons, specifically 3.4476 million tons in 2024, up about 9% from the previous year, while the industry's total economic value was estimated at over 64 billion USD in 2022 and continues to grow strongly, expected to reach 70 billion USD by 2025. The crayfish feed market alone reached 7 billion USD in 2025, with an average annual growth rate, CAGR, of up to 15.6%, reflecting the professionalization and scale expansion of the industry. One of the most prominent strengths of this industry is the rice-crayfish co-culture model, applied to over 80–85% of the farming area. This model maximizes land resources, turning traditional rice fields into an efficient dual production system. In practice, the farming process is optimized as follows. Farmers dig perimeter ditches and auxiliary trenches occupying about 8 to 10% of the field area, 1.5 to 3 meters wide, 0.8 to 1.5 meters deep. For crayfish shelter and reproduction, stock post-larvae crayfish about 5 to 10 grams each into the field after rice transplanting or in winter at a density of 1 to 2 per macworth. Maintain water levels of 30 to 80 centimeters depending on the stage, utilizing natural food from weeds, pests, and organic debris, with industrial feed supplemented only when necessary. Minimize or eliminate pesticides and chemical fertilizers, thanks to the crayfish's omnivorous feeding and their waste serving as natural fertilizer for rice. The crayfish cycle lasts 3 to 6 months, combined with one main rice harvest, making the system closed-loop and sustainable. During the cycle, crayfish are released into flooded rice fields, where they feed on weeds, pests, and organic debris, reducing pesticide and chemical fertilizer costs by up to 46 to 52%. In return, crayfish waste becomes a natural fertilizer, increasing soil fertility and boosting rice yields. As a result, profits from this model are 22 to 28% higher than monoculture rice farming and can even increase 1.5 to 7 times in some areas, significantly improving income for millions of farming households. In crayfish capitals, like Xinjiang City, Hubei, this model not only delivers massive output, but also integrates modern technologies such as automatic water monitoring systems and disease-resistant hybrid breeds, ensuring stable product quality. The crayfish industry brings enormous economic and social value, becoming a pillar in China's poverty alleviation and rural revitalization strategy. With a population of over 1.4 billion, stable year-round crayfish consumption demand has driven a complete supply chain, from seed production, farming, processing, to distribution. Products are not limited to fresh crayfish, but extend to frozen, ready-to-eat, and even utilizing crayfish shells to produce chitin, a raw material for functional foods, cosmetics, and pharmaceuticals, minimizing waste, though about 80% of shells are still discarded annually. The industry creates jobs for millions, from direct farmers to processing plant workers and logistics staff. In key provinces, crayfish revenue accounts for a large share of local GDP, effectively supporting poverty reduction through stable income increases for rural households. Furthermore, it promotes culinary tourism and the night economy, with festivals like the Tianjiang or Shuyi Crayfish Festivals attracting tourists to experience harvesting, cooking, and enjoying local dishes. The combination of cultural tradition, crayfish as a national dish in pubs and live stream eating, and digital technology, e-commerce sales, has turned this industry into a sustainable growth driver, contributing to food security with affordable, high-quality protein. In addition to ecological benefits such as improving soil organic carbon stocks up 6.4% and reducing greenhouse gas emissions down 6.2% compared to monoculture rice, the industry still faces challenges. Strict management is key to preventing invasion risks, such as crayfish escaping into the natural environment causing ecological imbalance or damaging field dikes. The Chinese government has provided support through policies on seeds, technology, and branding, while encouraging thorough seasonal harvesting to minimize environmental impact. Issues like water pollution from excess feed, disease risks, such as fungal plague, and price fluctuations. Wholesale prices can drop 50% due to oversupply, require continuous optimization, such as through smart nitrogen management and irrigation. In summary, China's crayfish farming industry is a vivid testament to the ability to turn challenges into opportunities, transforming an alien species into a multi-billion-dollar economic icon. With stable growth and innovative models, the industry not only improves the lives of millions, but also contributes to the sustainable development of modern agriculture. In the future, as global demand for sustainable protein rises, China can continue to lead this industry as long as it maintains a balance between economy and environment. If you're interested in applying this model in other countries or more specific aspects, let me know to explore further.